Hello everyone, it's me, Commandis, and today we're gonna go over the first game of the Floatstone Open Tournament Finals. The reason we're doing this is to give everyone a better idea of what a high-level competitive game looks like and how a team can make a comeback. If you find the video helpful and informative, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. So, let's dive into it. The two finalists are Team The End and Deez. We're gonna be watching the point of view of Gosu, who at the moment is playing Wigglytuff for Team The End. Before we start rolling the clip, I would like to go over the team comps pretty quickly and say a couple of things about both of them. On top, we have Team The End, who has a lot of crowd control. It is generally an all-in composition. You have so much CC with Snorlax and Wigglytuff and Ninetales, and you have a decent amount of damage. Not a lot, but it's decent to do team fights in like 10 seconds, keep everybody still for the amount of time, and just win the team fight from that point of view and only. And on the bottom side, we have Deez, who have the pretty solid team composition, which is, the most common one, Snorlax, Lucario, Cinderace, Eldegoss, and they're running Cramorant instead of a Ninetales, which was the first team composition that came out to the meta. It's pretty solid as well, it has a decent amount of crowd control as well, and it gives you a lot more flexibility than the top one because you have all the heals and you can approach the team fights with different ways. We could be talking about the team comps for an hour, but I think it's time to just hit the play button and go for it. Okay, so it's time for us to dive into the game finally after that long introduction. And we're just waiting for the game to load up. Ready, set, go. So first of all, let's check how these guys clear up. You see how quickly they deal with the Apom, both of them. And now check how they're gonna manage this. Extreme speed in both of these, or the dash move from the Lucario. Both of them kill 2, so right now they can get both level 3. They immediately kill the Corphish, they get it. And now they're contesting again for the enemy Apom. Even though they get it as well, now they're gonna retreat back. They don't have enough sustain, but Jigglypuff is gonna try to kill their Apom, their own, and Lucario is gonna try to kill an enemy Apom. I don't think he made it just from the count, from the score that he has. Eventually Wigglytuff gets level 4, so they prioritize Wigglytuff to get level 4 so that Wigglytuff can have Sing. And now, at 9 exactly, he's gonna leave Lucario, take the Corphish. Eventually he gets it. Now Lucario is level 4. Both of these guys are level 4. They've won the middle Corphish, the opposing Apom, and the enemy Ghost Flare is like level 3. They're gonna go for the Sing, try to secure all the bees. They're gonna secure most of them. And now they're gonna commit to the fight because Ghost Flare is still level 3. Not enough damage. And then they know the timer for Corphish again. They're gonna go for it, and now mid Corphish are out as well. And you can see they're gonna move aggressively because they have the level advantage. They're gonna take Ghost Flare Flash, and they're gonna get an Apom as well. They keep on fighting, they keep on forcing. They want the enemy top lane to be back in their towers, and they're gonna keep farming their own stuff. At the moment, you can see they're playing super aggressively in the top lane, and nothing is pretty much going on for them. Now it's a pretty solid start for Team The End, and now the enemy Lucario is gonna try to go for a dunk with a score shield. It's not enough. He's forced to flash away. Ghost Flare is still level 3, and as you can see, they're going for the XP share. Now they're doing this pretty solid strat. Let's check it out again. Now they know that Lutano doesn't have a lot of his spells, and look, Wigglytuff is gonna go for the Sing, and he will immediately start dunking. The same with Lucario. So if they're trying to stop them from scoring, they're gonna be asleep, and there's not enough time for a Gossifleur and a Lucario to break both of these two score shields. Okay, so now Lucario is asleep, and they're gonna dunk like almost 60 points, and they're 3 levels ahead from Gossifleur. Okay. Just a reminder, both of these teams are pretty good, but now it's an exceptional start for the team that we are watching at the moment from the POV, Team The End, okay? So now it's 7:45, These two people dunked. We have a level 6 Wigglytuff, level 6 Lucario, and you're gonna see a skirmish going on in the bot lane. We haven't looked at all in the bot lane, you know, we're just watching one person's point of view, but eventually we're gonna go more into the team stuff of what's going on. Rolling the clip, you know, still they don't have an Eldegoss, Team Lufdis. And the great thing with Wigglytuff is that you can press Sing and you get the extra movement speed, so you can rotate pretty quickly from the top side of the map to the bottom side of the map. And right here, it's a 4 people. It's 4 people for Team The End, and you know, both of the Cinderace are gonna have a sweet fight. A Wigglytuff is going in, and right now, what you wanna be doing as Team The End, now that you know you have the level advantage, is to contest the bees. They're trying to get a kill, they can't find it right now, and now it's a 4v4. Gossifleur is in the bottom lane, they haven't seen the enemy Lucario, now they see it, they know that it's on top. Both teams have left their Lucario in the top lane. So the other one doesn't go wide, like it doesn't get a lot of stuff, they don't get free dunks. So they're mimicking at the moment what the other team is doing. Team The End is pretty low and they don't have an Eldegoss, which is a problem for them at the moment. And Team Lufdis is fairly healthy, and you can see they have the Eldegoss, they have their own goal, they have their own score, I don't know how you want to be calling it. And now look at what both of the teams are doing. Now Team The End Cinderace is going to farm that Corphish, he's gonna go get another Corphish. They're trying to make their junglers level 9, because if they can do that, it's gonna give them a huge advantage for the Dreadnought fight. None of these two teams are fighting at the moment for Dreadnought, even though you're gonna see in many different games at 7 minutes everyone goes wild and fighting. Right now both of these teams want their jungler to make it to level 9. So you haven't seen a Cinderace from the red team, you haven't seen the Cinderace down here from the blue team as well. Orange actually and purple, you know, but you know, League of Legends player over here, so you know it sticks with you. Cinderace is pretty close to 9 right now, she doesn't have the Unite move yet. They're still farming, everybody's farming, and now you see Lucario down here, but their own Lucario is doing Rotom. So right now you cannot fight, because it's a 4v5, but let's see how both of these teams are gonna go over this fight. Okay, so first of all they're focusing Snorlax. Snorlax comes into their face, and as you can see on the minimap, there's not damage close to Snorlax, and there's not follow-up crowd control. The only one who's close to Snorlax is an Eldegoss, so that means that Snorlax is pretty much dead here. Pausing again. They got Rotom, the top Rotom, so this score might be done with. And now Dreadnought is pretty low, but it's a 4v4. They attempt to steal it, but they cannot. So they decide to take the fight. And why did they do that? First of all, they have a Cinderace ulti. Okay, first of all, they have a Cinderace ulti. Second of all, they have a Wigglytuff ulti. Wigglytuff gets her Unite move at level 8, which is pretty early in Pokemon Unite. So this is what Team The End is trying to make. Have a Snorlax level 8, have a Wigglytuff level 8, and just try to take a pretty good fight at Dreadnought. It didn't really happen right now because they decided to give Lucario time and to kill the Rotom in the top lane. But anyways, they decided to take the fight because Team Lufdis took Dreadnought, but they don't have a tank. Their Snorlax just died. There's not the jump pad, so it can reach faster. So let's see how they keep going. Tons of damage, nobody to tank it. Eventually, no people die yet. Here comes the Unite move from Cinderace, a pretty good Sing. Everybody goes to bed. And they get this goal as well. They're also gonna kill the enemy Cinderace. They're gonna focus Eldegoss as well. They can dive here, there's no jump pad, and they're gonna score as well here. Actually, that Cramorant does a pretty good job. And now they will try to get as much stuff as they can from the enemy jungle, or go farm their own jungle to win when it comes to better timing in every single camp. So at the moment, even though they lost Dreadnought, they got so many stuff and so much XP from the kills and from all the camps that they're gonna get now, and from all the scoring they did, because they scored so many points top, they scored so many points bot, and right now they're in a pretty solid position. The XP is even, but they are ahead in points right now. But nothing is over yet, you know? Both of these teams know what they're doing. Both of these teams and everybody out there who's played Pokemon Unite more than 10 minutes knows that there is a freaking Zapdos right there in the middle. Yeah, and you know, it can be a game changer. So right here, Team Lufdis does a pretty solid play. They just dang for free 52 points. But now they will try to catch this Snorlax. Snorlax has its own block right now, so it can just run away. That was pretty solid from them. They saw that little small window of the whole team, the opposing team, going to farm camps, and they were like, okay, we can just score. A 2v2 is happening in the top lane, and you can see that's pretty solid. I would advise you to do that, is use the L button. You know, that way you can unlock your camera and move it around the map. So that helps you a lot to know what's going on in the other side, if you should rush, if you could try to flank somebody. There is so many useful information that you can get, so please click the L button. It helps a lot. 25 seconds for the second Rotom, and 25 seconds right now for Dreadnought. So as you can see, teams again are split. They're moving all top, thinking that they have time, thinking that they can go for it, but eventually what ends up happening is that they let Lucario top again, and they go for man bot. Now, it's very important to notice that Snorlax doesn't have Unite move yet, but Cramorant is gonna face check, he's forced to flash, he's asleep, tons of crowd control, Cramorant is dead. Now Unite moves are gonna go over from a lot of people, but the thing is, the enemy Lucario is here as well, and their own Lucario is not here as well. So, even though they just got a kill, it's pretty hard for them to keep on going for the 4v4 because there's a freaking Lucario, and Lucario is a pain in every team fight because it can easily get into your backline, has a ton of crowd control and a lot of damage. And look at the amount of damage Lucario can dish, but a pretty good wall from the Snorlax is enough to kill Lucario, and now they're all playing into the Aurora Veil and chaining the crowd control. Now 3 people go back to do Dreadnought, and the other 2 are trying to zone them away. If your Snorlax dies here for the Dreadnought is super worth, but none of them are dying yet. Here comes the Unite move from Wigglytuff, and they're about to commit here. And you know why they're about to commit? Because they cannot lose this. They can't. Look how tanky they are. They have the shield from Dreadnought. They have the shield from Wigglytuff ulti. All these body barriers are putting out a huge amount of work. So they're gonna dunk, they're gonna get the second score as well, the second goal, you know, and now they're all rotating towards the top side. Lucario tries to find an answer. He's trying to find a trade. He's gonna score 34 from what they got dunked in the bottom lane, which is solid. You know, you have to take something back. You can't give everything freely right now in this game. You have to be making trades, as in every MOBA. And let's keep on rolling the clip. Lucarios are fighting right here. Team VN's Lucario is pretty healthy and it has Unite move if everything goes poorly. And you can see Gosu is always checking. Are they doing Rotom? Are they not doing it? And he's giving all that information to his team because it's super important to know what's going on in the map. Now his own team is going for it. 240. There's not gonna be another Dreadnought right now, or even if there is, now we're sure that it's not gonna be because there's not enough time for it to spawn. Now they take Rotom. One thing that could be done better is to wait a little bit more to kill Rotom. So you will see eventually what's happening, and you will see why I'm saying that. So now Cramorant is top to defend against Rotom, because if you let it dunk right now, Team VN, the purple team, might have enough time to just dunk 50 into you, and you don't want that. Also, Orange team is pretty back in points. The XP is kinda even, you know, here and there. So it's not like one of these games that you're like 5 levels behind. And Trabi Paddy just subscribe. Thank you, Trabi, for supporting Gosu. So here you can see the position of Team VN, okay? Zapdos is up. The only way Lufdis wins this game is by either backcapping 100 bot and 100 top and then 100 here, and this is the only way they win. And it's barely a win because we haven't noticed how much a team has overcapped or not, and all that. It's gonna be super close, but they haven't touched all these goals. Like, they done 52 before, if you remember. But now their only win con is Zapdos. And look, Team VN's position. They have Lucario here because they know they're gonna be coming from the top lane. And they have 4 people to the bot side, which is actually a 1-3-1. Because Ninetales is looking at the goal. They don't want to get back-capped right now. So they have to keep this position. Actually, it could be better if they full committed 5v5 right now, here and there. Because it would be pretty hard for Team Luvidis, for the orange team, to back up 300 points right now. It's pretty hard for them. Lucario is on the flank, and Wigglytuff will try to zone him. A lot of crowd control goes to Lucario. It's a pretty split team fight, and Luvidis immediately starts Zapdos. They know it's their winning condition, they have to start it, and the fastest they do that, the fastest they can finish and try to score as 5 people. Because remember, backcapping with 3 people, 3, might not be enough. You have to, at least dunk with 4 of your team. And the best way to do it is with Zapdos. A pretty good knock-up and a pretty good unite move. Now, everybody is trying to kill the Cinderace, but look how hard it is with all the crowd control there and the heals. Eventually, Luvidis take the Zapdos, everybody gets stunned, and, now this Lucario will try to go for the backup as well. And now it's a terrible moment. But nothing is over yet. Look at this Lucario. Look at him. He's so close. He's so close to it. But no. Watch it again. Watch it one more time. Okay. Whoop. And now the game is... but, you're gonna go like, the game is pretty much over. But look at what's going on in the middle. Everybody wants to kill the Lucario, which is solid. But Snorlax gets some more points over there, 76. And now it's a pretty close battle. You're like, did they score in the mid one? Did they not? Snorlax gets 16 more right here. You need to get as many points as you can. And it's gonna go down to the wire of who is going to win. Nothing matters anymore. I don't think anybody can score at the moment. Lucario is hovering the mid goal. Snorlax is not dying at the moment. Look at this bad boy. And Ninetales is gonna try to dunk. It's not gonna happen. Oh, Lucario gets 34 in the middle one. It might be a game changer, but we will see. 13 more seconds. They will try to dunk here. Wigglytuff has 5. He's gonna bring in 10, but nothing more can be actually done. And the game is actually over. So let's see who eventually won. It was a pretty close game. And, that was like 80 points. That's pretty close. And this is a game where Purple team was ahead for so long. Like, you remember, they got the bottom one, they got the top one, they got the tier 2 in the bottom lane. They did enough on the tier 2. They were ahead during the Zapdos fight. They took most of the Dreadnoughts, or it was even, they took all the Rotoms. Eventually, Luvidis make the comeback. And that was just from that Zapdos fight. It was pretty hard for Team VN to catch everybody. It was pretty hard to do the finishing blow into Zapdos. Hell is going on, chaos is going on. So eventually, Team VN loses game 1, and that's pretty much for the game 1. So that was it for today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Let me know down in the comments if this video helped you out, if you wanted a little bit of a deeper analysis, and if you want game 2, just let me know, and most likely I'm gonna do it. So that was it for today. Commandis out.